Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. We're going to take a look at Enjin. Hope you're having an amazing day. Also, I'm going to peek at Bitcoin just for a brief moment so you can kind of see what's going on here. We got a strong struggle bus where it's just putting along, nice little downward spiral. And that's basically what's going on with Bitcoin. It's dropping below 58,000. That was the most recent support. And of course, we're looking at 56 as a potential next support level. But there's not a lot of support between 56 and 53. So if we lose that, we're going to probably see the price continue to decline. So I just recommend dollar cost averaging. That is a recommendation. I'm telling my community members to dollar cost average every $500 Bitcoin decreases. Just set a new limit order and continue to get filled. I've gotten filled 3 or 4 times already today. So it's not all bad. This is great. It's just another buying opportunity. Gives us an opportunity to be able to afford more, right? Of course, that's easier said than done. I recognize it sucks when your money's all tied up in other things, but it's generally the reason why you want to try to leave at least 25% of your portfolio available for times like these. All right, so let's take a look at Enjin. And just before we do, I am not a financial advisor. Just want to let you know that if you're new to the channel. I'm sure you've heard this before. Of course, if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much, by the way. And just note that I love teaching people how to trade, and I have a trading community designed for that specific purpose. So outside of this, feel free to check that out in your own time. Rates are increasing next month too, so you might want to consider locking into rates, but it's a really cool opportunity to be able to kind of learn and grow as a trader. I share all my signals with my members too, so it's really fun to be able to kind of share my trades, and you can learn from what I do. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. It's all good. Regardless. All right, let's take a look at the 1 day. So as we can see, we had a pretty strong couple of green days back there, right? We hit a profit target just barely. Unfortunately, some of my members didn't get filled. It was too tight, right there at 390, 392, I think it was. And unfortunately, some didn't get filled, so we're waiting for that to happen. But good news is, price came down, bounced off hard on 326. So 326 reaffirmed itself as a strong support level, previous resistance. That's pretty common, and now the price is trending back upwards here as we speak. So definitely looking good in that sense. I think we're going to see a nice recovery from Enjin. It's just a matter of time, right? These coins are just taking off. Most of the Bitcoin dominance is coming away and going into coins like this right now. It's just the way it goes. It's that social sentiment, that social aspect of things, and they're completely trending on social media. So the price just keeps on going up. That's not the only reason, but that has a lot to do with it. Anyways, we're under 70, above 50 on the RSI. Fantastic. I love to see that. That is great. We effectively had a bounce off of 50. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. Quickly note, RSI is back up above 50, so we're back in good shape. And you can see that strong support level at 326 working very, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5 candlesticks, and it held, right? So for a full 20 hours, it just kept on trying to get past that, and it couldn't. So that's great news. Also keep in mind too, so this little red candle, that's Bitcoin correcting itself here today, but now Enjin is back on track, right? It's that natural evolution that occurs with these type of coins where the price action tends to reverse, contrary to Bitcoin. Keep this in mind too, we have a potential MACD convergence forming. It hasn't happened yet, but this basically just tells us the bears are losing control and the bulls are taking control. That's a great, great sign. We like to see when the 12 intersects the 26 in an upward fashion. Let's take a look at the 1 hour, see what's going on here. Ishimoku cloud, we're still below, of course, makes sense. We got a resistance level here right around 350, kind of holding the price action down. But good news is we got the lower lead right below. So this is a really good sign. Now you may not be able to see that very well, but there's a conversion line and a baseline. When the conversion line is above, that's basically kind of like a MACD convergence in a way, telling us that the price has shifted in the right direction. So for lack of better terms, we got that as an initial trigger. All we need now is for the price to be back above the cloud and to close above the cloud on the 1 hour chart, and then we'll be looking pretty good in the sense to be able to take a position or add to your position. That'd be a good dollar cost average scenario if you already have an open position here with Enjin. If you don't, it wouldn't hurt to consider taking entry before it takes off. Now, granted, there's no guarantees based on the simple fact that we're still under the cloud, but the likelihood of this continuing upwards, I think, is very high based on its history. And we are still seeing, as you can see, higher highs and higher lows, right? Little guy there, still going up. So this next one needs to be right around 398 or higher, and we'll be in good shape. So all in all, yeah, I don't see anything that's really bearish here for Enjin. It just held really strong at support at 326, and it's continuing upwards now, so we're looking really good. Let's take a look at TD sequential. Not much to note here, just going pretty much sideways up and down for the moment. It's kind of a period of consolidation, but an increased consolidation where the price is increasing while it's consolidating. So we're not getting any like firm signals that we're like at an exhaustive state. We're getting a bunch of resets, which is great. It basically just means it's having enough time to consolidate, so that'll give it a stronger leg up when it does, right? So that's always a good sign. We like to see that. Let's take a quick look at the 4-hour. Where are we at in TD sequential? We're at a 3. So we have hypothetically a full 24 hours left of bullish momentum. So there's a strong chance we might see a really hard push to the upside here, maybe even as soon as today. So all in all, I like where Enjin's at. All good things here. I don't see anything that's bearish. It's mostly bullish. So all in all, very good. And just keep in mind on one of the next few analyzations, when I go ahead and look at this again here soon, I'll make sure we reevaluate these Fibonacci retracement lines, because honestly, we're looking at getting close. Once we hit $4, that's a major resistance level. We're going to need to obviously kind of see what we're looking at that point, and then kind of just identify new major resistance levels and where this truly could go. Because right now, it's definitely doing well. It's trending above its previous resistance level. That's why the 326 held so well. That was a strong resistance before it broke through. And what we'll notice here is $4 should likely also be a strong resistance as well, based on the sheer fact that that was its all-time high back in that was April 10th. Yep. So just before a major Bitcoin sell-off, we saw that happen. So all good things here for Enjin. I can confidently say that it is on the increase. It looks like it's going to continue to increase. So feel free to dollar cost average if you have the opportunity. If not, wait for the price to get above the cloud and get that confirmation first, and then we can move forward with adding to our position. But I'll take another look at this here either tomorrow or the day after, just to make sure we're both all on the same page. We can go ahead and take another look at the, readdress those Fibonacci retracement lines to see what the true potential is for Enjin once we break its all-time high of roughly 398, which is, I think, just basically $4 is a round number there, okay? So all good things. I like what I see here from Enjin. Hopefully you found benefit here today. If so, great. Awesome. Thank you so much. If you would like to consider subscribing or liking the video, also bear in mind too, I have a Patreon community. Consider joining that as well. Awesome experience. I can guarantee you're going to love it. If you're willing to become a better trader and or benefit from trades that I take, all the above are seemingly very effective. I would pretty much 90% of my members that start continue. So it's really awesome. Anyways, check that out in your own time. But thank you so much again. We'll see you again in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.